Alright, hey guys, remember it's TCG back with a new video. So this video I'm going to be going over my Thunder Dragon deck profile. So I finally got into building my Thunder Dragon deck. I've been wanting to build it for a while now. And yeah, I've been enjoying it so far, but I just want to go over the deck with you guys and see what changes maybe you'd also consider putting into the deck. Or I have some builds that I kind of want to test out too, and you guys can let me know what you think about that or what I should take out for that. But yeah, let's just get started. So here I run 3 Thunder Dragon Matrix. So Thunder Dragon Matrix is really great. You're mainly just going to be using this card. So basically you can discard it to make one of your Thunder Dragons gain 500 attack permanently. And if this card is banished or sent from the field to the grave, you can add another copy of this card from your deck to your hand. And of course, all of the Thunder Dragon effects, it's either one or the other per turn. Otherwise, you could just be abusing this. So that's going to be, so yeah, 3 copies for that, just because it's a great way to go into Colossus. It's a great one to just be able to like summon out. And then if you activate another Thunder Dragon in your hand, then you're going to be able to easily go into Colossus. So definitely 3 copies. 3 Maxis. Maxi is, I'm trying to go higher up in ranks this season. Since I'm going to have more time to actually play, I want to actually use this opportunity to see how high up I can go, and having 3 Maxis is great for that. And of course 3 Ash, pretty standard here. And here we have White Dragon Wyver Burster and the Chaos Dragon Collapse Serpent. So these two obviously go together. They're going to be your whole Chaos package. They're a great way to go into Heretic Seal, and it's a great way to just easily get out Destroyer Phoenix, because you're just able to summon this card out from your hand by banishing a light or a dark monster respectively. And yeah, you can trigger the effects of your Thunder Dragon monsters once you banish those cards. So that's great for doing that. Here we have Celestial. So Celestial and Dasher are just here for the DPE package. Here we have Lupin. This guy is really amazing. Having 3 copies of it is great, because you're normally not going to have to use your normal summon. So using your normal summon for this guy is pretty great. You can just banish a monster from your hand and then banish a monster from your deck with the same type as that monster. So you can just banish one of your Thunder Dragons and then banish a Thunder Dragon from your deck. And from there you can trigger both of their effects and do whatever you need to do. Really great card. Easy summon, and it's a great way to go into DPE, since you can use this card for the Red Anaconda link. Here we have Thunder Dragon, the original Thunder Dragon. Amazing card. You can just discard it, add up to 2 Thunder Dragon monsters from your deck to your hand. It's a great Thunder Dragon card to use in your hand in case you want to go into the Colossus. This can fulfill the role of activating the effect in the hand. Here we have the new Thunder Dragon. So this is Thunder Dragon Dark, which is supposed to be just like the dark version of the original Thunder Dragon. This card can just add a copy of itself if you discard it, and if it's banished, it lets you add a Thunder Dragon card from your deck to your hand. So that's when it's banished or sent from the field to the hand, field to the grave. So this card is a pretty great if you have it on the field and use it to get a Colossus out, then you're just going to be able to search out the Thunder Dragon Fusion and just go easily into Titan. And here we have 1 copy of Thunder Dragon Hawk, because it's limited to 1 copy. It's a great card. You would only really need 1. I feel like the ratios in this deck it's pretty good. Just the standard ratios. And yeah, you can discard it, especially summon 1 Thunder Dragon monster that is banished or in your grave. Sometimes that comes up, and then you can use its banishing or field effect, field to grave effect, to basically reshuffle your hand. And that's really great, because sometimes you're just going to draw into a lot of hand traps or multiple copies of cards that you don't need. And Thunder Dragon Hawk can let you just reshuffle that. Here we have Thunder Dragon Roar. So this card lets you, if you discard it, it lets you add to your hand 1 Thunder Dragon card that is banished or in your grave. I typically don't do that. I just banish Thunder Dragon Roar, and when it's banished, it lets you summon a Thunder Dragon monster from your deck in defense position. So usually if I have like an Allure of Darkness, this would be a great target, because from there I can just use Allure of Darkness, banish it, and then summon the Thunder Dragon Dark on the field. And then use a Thunder Dragon effect from my hand, and then I get Colossus and trigger this guy's effect. So a really great card. Thunder Dragon Duel. This is mainly as a target for your Chaos space. And yeah, it's an okay card. It's not really that great. You do kind of need, if you're running the whole Chaos package, then you do kind of want to have these cards just so you can have more targets. But yeah, Chaos Creator, kind of the same thing. You just need more targets, and I mean, it can be decent If you control this card that'll special summon from the hand, you can target 3 banished monsters with different names, special summon one of them, then place the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. So that's great, just to be able to get one special summon from your banish zone. But of course, doing this will result in you losing materials for your Thunder Dragon Fusion. And then here, Gold Sarcophagus, really great card. It's just a one card combo. You can just activate this and just banish whatever you need in order, depending on like how desperate you are for certain things. You know, if you need to reshuffle your hand, this is great. Thunder Dragon Hawk. If you need to just summon a monster in the field, you can banish Roar. Yeah, a lot of just great targets. Really good for the deck. Instant Fusion. This Instant Fusion is really good in this deck, I feel, for the Kaminari attack, because Kaminari attack is a Thunder monster, so it makes it just easier to go into Thunder Dragon Titan, in case you just don't have the Thunder Dragon Fusion. And I wasn't the biggest fan of like the Chaos space, so I decided to just cut one copy in order to try that. Here I have 3 Allure of Darkness. Allure of Darkness, free draw 2, and basically more advantage when you banish a dark monster, so 3 copies of that for me is a must. Thunder Dragon Fusion is an insane card because you're basically just reusing the material that you don't need from your grave or grave or banish zone, and then from there you can just get a Titan out really easily. Really great card here. The 2 Fusion Destiny, sometimes you can just go, sometimes you just don't get a good hand, and having Fusion Destiny just kind of saves it a bit. It at least lets you drag it out for a little bit. And of course, it's a target for the Reneconda. Yeah, Chaos Space is decent. You get to search out one of the lighter dark monsters, depending on which one you send to the grave, and it lets you just draw a card if you return one of those that are banished, that can't be normal summon or set from the banished zone to the bottom of the deck. Just being able to draw that extra card could be nice. 2 Call to the Graves because we hate hand traps. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the main deck, guys. So yeah, guys, before I go to the extra deck, if you guys want to support the channel and you want to just buy cards, you can use the link in the description down below. It's a link to TCG Player. You can just purchase cards and it supports the channel. But yeah, let's just start here with the extra deck. So here, Kaminari Attack, as I covered, it's just a great way to go into Titan. The 1 Colossus, because you can only use 1, which is fine because you can just easily get it back into your deck using the Thunder Dragon Fusion. This card is amazing just because it's a built-in Duel, and yeah, it's just a powerful card that is very hard for them to destroy because of its effect that's just reoccurring every time it would be close to being destroyed. DPE is just a great card to combo with it. Just being able to pop more cards is great. Titan, you know, you're going to be able to summon multiple copies of this card easily a lot. And yeah, just being able to summon it out is nice, just because when a Thunder Monster's effect is activated in the hand, you can destroy 1 card in the field. You do have to be careful with the timing of this card, just because this is a when and not a whiff, and not an if in the beginning of here. So it definitely matters how you time it, and you have to make sure it's the next card in the chain if you want to pop a card. But yeah, 3 copies of that. Striker Dragon is just mainly I just use it in case like I get one of these dragons and I want to just link it away just so I can summon the other dragon, and then I could just link into whatever you want if you want to go into the DP. Usually I don't use like any of these cards just because I feel like I usually just need Colossus, DP, and Titan, and that can usually accomplish it. But yeah, Striker Dragon's here, and Heretic Seal is another great link too if you want to consider doing that. Nightmare Phoenix, another generic link too. Cross Shape, just because you are able to fusion, and then it lets you special summon a level 4 lower monster from your grave. So that could be interesting if you want to do some link climbing. Verdant Anaconda for the DP. Nightmare Unicorn is just another generic link 3 that could let you shuffle something back. Appaloosa, in case you want to put some pressure and you're able to get a lot of monsters out, then this is a great monster to get out here. And yeah, a lot of negates. And Access Code Talker, in case you want to finish your opponent and you don't have access to your other Thunder Dragons. They usually finish the job, but you know, sometimes you can just do it with Access Code Talker, and that's fine. You can see I'm still missing 1 card in the extra deck. I just haven't really looked around too much. You guys can give me some recommendations, but I found that I didn't really need much outside of like these 5 right here. These cards are just kind of nice, or NDP and Verdant Anaconda. These cards are nice to have, but I don't really need them as much. But yeah, there's moments when they shine, and if you guys have a really good card that I can add here into the extra deck, let me know. And if you guys have any recommendations for the deck, let me know too. I'm thinking about trying out Dimension Shifter in this deck. I don't know what I should take out for this, but then Dimension Shifter is just a really interesting card because if you have no cards in your grave, you can send this card from your hand to the grave, and then until the end of the next turn, any card sent to the grave is banished instead. So this card is just super oppressive. It just stops your... Basically, if your opponent needs their grave, locking them out of that is insanely good. And yeah, it's just a really good card to have a 3 of. I just don't know if I should just add 3 copies at here and then just test it out like that, or if I should remove 3 copies of something, or like a few copies of this and that. And yeah, I just got to test that out. But I've seen that people like drop the chaos package in order to do that. Maybe I'll just test that out for a little bit. But yeah, this is the deck profile for the Thunder Dragon. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and of course, if you want to support the channel, make sure to use the link in the description down below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.